For more than 2,000 years, the Maya built one of the greatest civilizations the world had ever seen. Massive stone pyramids rose out of the dense jungles. Cities grew into powerful kingdoms, and an advanced culture of astronomy, writing and mathematics flourished across what is now Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and Belize. But sometime around the 9th century, something extraordinary happened. The great Maya cities fell silent. Pyramids were abandoned. Royal courts collapsed. Trade networks broke apart. And within a single century, a civilization that had thrived for millennia suddenly disappeared from history. What happened to the Maya? And why did one of the most advanced cultures of the ancient world collapse so suddenly? To understand their fall, we must first understand their rise. The Maya created a complex society built on kingship, religion, and astronomical knowledge. They tracked the movements of planets with incredible accuracy. They built stone cities aligned with the stars, and they developed one of the earliest writing systems in the Americas. For centuries, Maya cities competed and traded with one another. But underneath their magnificent achievements, pressure was building, slowly, invisibly, and relentlessly. The collapse did not begin with a single event. It began with something more subtle: the land itself. The Maya relied heavily on rainfall and fertile soil, but as populations grew, forests were cleared for farming. The soil weakened, water became harder to access, and in the 9th century, the region was struck by a series of devastating droughts. With crops failing, food shortages spread across the kingdoms. Hunger led to unrest, and unrest led to war. Maya cities turned against each other. Once great capitals like Tikal and Copan saw their monuments defaced, their rulers dethroned, and their alliances shattered. Royal authority collapsed. People abandoned the cities and moved to smaller, more survivable areas. But drought and war were only part of the story. The Maya also faced internal pressure. Kings demanded enormous labor to build monuments and temples. Wars drained resources. Trade routes were disrupted. The political system that once held the civilization together began to break apart. As the decades passed, city after city fell silent. The great pyramids of the classic Maya period were left to the jungle. The mighty kings who had ruled for generations simply vanished from record. By the end of the 9th century, the Maya world had changed forever. Their grand cities were abandoned, swallowed by vines and time. The collapse was not total. Millions of Maya survived, and their descendants still live across Central America today. But their ancient civilization, the one that produced the great stone cities, was gone. So, what caused the fall? Historians now believe it was not one disaster, but many: drought, warfare, environmental exhaustion, political upheaval, and the fragility of a system pushed beyond its limits. A perfect storm. The real mystery is not that the Maya collapsed, but that they thrived for so long in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. Their legacy remains in their languages, traditions, and the towering ruins that still rise from the jungle, silent reminders of a civilization that reached extraordinary heights before it fell.